Hello students, today we will start chapter 2 Geography of class 7 inside our earth. As we know, earth is a solid ball with a radius of 6371 kilometer and its constant changes occurs inside and in addition outside the earth. As our chapter suggests, we will deal about the interior of the earth. And it's just like an onion. The earth is made up of several layers with one inside another. Our earth consists of 3 layers and they are: the first layer is crust. It is the uppermost layer of the earth's surface and forms only 0.5% of the total volume of the earth. It is the tiniest of all the layers and has less than 1% of earth volume. The continental crust is 10 to 30 kilometers thick and it is mainly composed of silica and alumina and hence called shale. The land under oceans is 5 to 10 kilometers thick and mainly consists of silica and magnesium and hence called sema. The second layer is the mantle. It is the middle and the thickest layer of earth and forms 16% of the total volume of the earth. It extends up to the depth of 2900 kilometers below the crust. It consists of hot, dense and semi-solid rocks. It contains most of the mass of the earth. Now the third layer, the core. It is the innermost layer with a radius of about 3500 kilometers and forms 83% of the total volume of the earth. The central core has very high temperature and pressure. Again, this core is divided into two cores. The first is outer core. It is a liquid layer of about 2266 kilometers and is mainly composed of nickel and iron, and that's why it is called knife. The second core is called inner core. It is the earth's innermost part. Now the next topic is rocks and minerals. Rocks are composed of different minerals which are naturally occurring substances which have certain physical properties and definite chemical composition. And the earth's crust is mainly made up of various types of rocks. There are 3 major types of rocks. The first rock is igneous rocks, are also called primary rocks. They are formed through the cooling and solidification of magma and lava comes out from Earth's surface. Again, these igneous rocks having 2 types. First is extrusive igneous rocks, which is also known as volcanic rocks, are formed by the rapid cooling and molten magma on the Earth's surface. They are smooth, crystalline and fine grained. For example, basalt. The Deccan Plateau is made up of basalt rocks. Now the second kind of igneous rock is known as intrusive rock. They are formed from magma that cools and solidifies inside the Earth's crust, are coarse grained as they are formed by slow cooling magma, for example, granite. Now the second rock. The second type of rock is sedimentary rocks, and they are formed by the deposition of sediments at the Earth's surface and within earth bodies. It may also contain fossils of plants, animals and other microorganisms that are lived on them. Now the third kind of rock is known as metamorphic rocks, are formed as a result of changes in igneous or sedimentary rocks. This process called metamorphism. For example, clay changing to slate, limestone changing to marble. So these are the 3 kinds of rocks. Now we will talk about the rock cycle. The process of transformation of the rock from one to another is known as the rock cycle. Rocks come from lava and go back to lava, but in the process they might change from one type to another. When the molten magma cools, it solidifies to become igneous rock. The igneous rocks are broken down into small particles that are transported and deposited to form sedimentary rocks. When the igneous and sedimentary rocks are subjected to heat and pressure, they change into metamorphic rocks. The metamorphic rocks, which are still under great heat and pressure, melt down to form molten magma. And again this magma cool and solidify into igneous rocks. So here the chapter inside our earth is ends. Now at last, let's recall the chapter. In this chapter, we learnt about the 3 layers of Earth's surface, that is crust, mantle and core. Then we learned about the 3 kinds of rocks. They are igneous, sedimentary and metamorphic. And at last, we also talked about the cycle of rocks. I hope you all understand the chapter very well. Thank you.